So let's put the argument to rest. Who really won the fight between Jon Jones and Dominick Reyes? This is going to be my film study. I hope you guys like the video. So after the first round, my verdict is that Jon Jones, he lost the first round because, Reyes was a lot more active. And in the beginning of the round, Reyes came out with a lot of activity at the beginning of the round, and he sustained that for the whole round, throwing kicks, a lot of left hands. At one point, he even rocked Jon Jones when Jones threw a kick, and then, off the kick, Reyes was able to counter off the kick with the left hand. He did the same thing that Jones did to Lyoto Machida. Remember when Lyoto Machida threw those leg kicks and then Jones countered off? No. Jones was he made the same mistake against Lyoto Machida because when he fought Lyoto Machida, Jon Jones was throwing a lot of leg kicks, then he got countered off the leg kick. And now he fought Dominick Reyes. He threw the leg kick and he got countered off the leg kick. Anybody can get countered and clipped. That's happened to everybody. Everybody makes mistakes, so that's fine, whatever. And then for the rest of the round, Reyes is being very active, a lot of activity, a lot of volume, a lot of high lows, a couple body shots, left hands to the body. Reyes's left hand is excellent. His kicks are pretty good as well. His wrestling defense is pretty good too. But the problem with Reyes is that he's not a very, he's not a very good the defense is not the best, and Jones's output was actually very low. I think Jones kind of overestimated Reyes here, gave him a little bit too much respect, kind of just laid back in this fight. I don't know why. Kind of strange. Maybe he was scared of getting counted because he did get counted a couple times, so maybe that's what made him think twice about coming in and throwing with reckless abandonment. With a rematch, I think Jones would beat Reyes pretty easily. Now that he's been in there with Reyes so much for 5 rounds, I think in a rematch he would dominate the rematch. But that's my opinion. First round, I think Reyes won the first round. So let's get to the second round.
A good left shot by
right there. Right there. Reyes hits him with the left hand, another left hand, Okay, so second round just ended. For sure, I thought Dominick Reyes won the second round as well. Even though Jones definitely had a better round than the first round, he was able to limit the output of Reyes, catch a lot of the shots on the shoulders, work a lot on defense. Reyes was swarming at the beginning of the round, really putting up a very high pace. He drastically slowed down towards the middle of the round, slowing his output. Jones is trying to capitalize off of those kicks that Reyes is throwing, definitely throwing a lot more counters. He's trying to be first a little bit more, but Reyes is having a lot more volume and having a lot more success, so I got to give that round to Reyes. So far, it's first round is a 10-9 to Reyes. Second round, 10-9 to Reyes. Third round is to be determined. We'll see what happens. Reyes is definitely very impressive here. He's having a lot of success. But what's alarming to me is that Jones isn't having a lot of output here. So it seems to me that he kind of wants to slow the tide of Reyes, make him tired, make him have a lot of output, and then make him think that he's giving the champ Jon Jones a lot more damage than he's actually doing. Because, Jones is blocking a lot of those shots and he's kind of rolling with those shots. So he's not taking the full brunt of those shots. So Reyes may be thinking, oh, he's a lot more hurt than he actually is, which is a very good tool to have. Deception is a very, very important, deception. It's a very important tool to have in warfare. But yeah, Reyes won the first and second round in my opinion, based on activity alone. We'll see what happens in the third and fourth and championship rounds. Look at the significant strikes. And look at the level of output that Reyes is having in both rounds. Well, like I said, Jones definitely had a better second round. And I was correct based on the figures. Because Jones had a lot more activity himself in the second round. But, he still lost. Reyes is throwing a lot more than Jones is, but Jones is more efficient with his shots. Just like Mayweather. Mayweather doesn't throw as much as his opponent. He always catches a lot and then, counters. Much more accurate. I feel like Jones was a lot more accurate than Reyes in this fight. Very good round for Jon Jones. I thought Jon Jones, he won the fight based on, not the fight, but I actually thought Jon Jones won the third round based on pressure. Very intelligent pressure. He was controlling the octagon for sure. Setting the pace. Reyes had a lot of success throwing those shots, but Jones was very versatile in this round. He definitely wanted to show more of the wrestling in this round. He wasn't able to take down Reyes. Reyes showing very good takedown defense, as always. Has one of the best takedown defense in the division. I thought it was a good round by Jones. Being first, throwing a lot of kicks, controlling the range. Really dictating the pace and just making Reyes work, making Reyes run and work and work and work and work. It's very, very interesting stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the third round. Aggressiveness. It has to be effective, right? But I thought it was effective. Reyes was kind of wilting under the pressure. That's what I thought the third round was about. So I'm right now it's 10-9. So right now my scorecard is like this. So round one is gonna be 10-9 Reyes. Round two, 10-9 for Reyes. Round three, I gotta give it 10-9 Jones. And the rest is history. Man, that was a really beautiful round from Jon Jones, man. Reyes opened the round with very good flurries. He was swarming Jon Jones in the beginning of the round. Jones was able to slow down the onslaught by grappling. He grappled. Wasn't really to force Reyes to the ground. That would be the bonus, but it was really to make Reyes work. Make him work a lot more, make him tired, make him expend a lot more energy on the grappling. And then later on in the fight, that pays dividends when you put pressure on him because he's going to make his output a lot less. Jones has high fight IQ, he knows when to put the pressure on and when to stay back and guard and defend and catch a lot of the shots on the shoulders. He knows when to keep distance and he knows when to pressure. He knows when to put the gas on. He knows when to lay back so he can reserve himself for when he needs to put the gas on. High fight IQ. Yin and yang. He was putting pressure when he needed to put pressure. He was staying back when he needed to stay back. Grappling when he needs to grapple. I think the wrestling made a big difference in this round. If he didn't wrestle, Reyes would have had a lot more output. But now that his arms are, a lot more labored, he's not going to be throwing combinations as much. When you're throwing combinations, you're fresh, you have a lot of power, energy. But then when the guy grapples you and forces you to slow down, and maybe you haven't done as much cardio as you needed to do in this camp, So maybe then you're gonna get really more tired and labored. Jones was forcing Reyes to carry a lot of his weight. He was grappling from a dominant position, so that's not advantageous for Reyes. If Reyes is a good grappler, though, he was able to stop the takedown. He got right back up, even though the takedown happened. Jones did get a takedown, but Reyes got right back up. So Reyes did a good round by Reyes, but an even better round by Jones. So right now, my scorecard right now is as follows: round 1 for Reyes, round 2 Reyes, round 3 Jones, round 4 Jones. And now we are going into the championship round, the 5th round. I'll give you guys my analysis after I watch that round. So as you guys can see from the significant strikes in the bottom left, right here, I told you guys, I was right. I wasn't far off with round 3 and 4. Even though it looks like Reyes is landing a lot of punches, he landed 22 punches in round 3 to 16 of Jones. But those 16 that Jones landed were more effective. Round 4, Jones was more active, and he was able to grapple with him. So that's 2 rounds down.